Hey, what's up everyone? Today we are going to be checking to see how good we are at data science and Python specifically, using some assessments on the Datacamp platform. So you can go ahead and click the link in the top of the description to get over to Datacamp. Then you can either create your free account or sign in if you already have an account. And then once you're logged in, we will be going to the Learn part of the site, and then we'll start out with some good old assessments. And I do want to mention that this video is sponsored by Datacamp. I've done videos with Datacamp in the past. Specifically, I know we did a Lego project, a Lego data analysis project, which was super fun. So I've liked Datacamp platform for a while, and specifically we're going to be exploring a lot more of the features in this video. I think the best way to get the most out of this video is we're going to be doing some assessments and whatnot. So I definitely recommend trying to code along and kind of follow along with me. And then if you completely bomb assessment or something like that, you can check out and see, and hopefully, hear me chat through how I approach the assessment to learn some insights on how to approach it. But another great thing is that if you do completely bomb one of these assessments, you'll have access to the skills that you need to work on, and there'll be abilities to practice right within the platform and get better. A lot of good stuff here, so excited to get started. So I think we will go ahead and do either the data manipulation with Python assessment, or another one that's catching my eye is the importing and cleaning data with Python. Either option works, and obviously you can do other ones after this video, but I'm going to go ahead and do the importing and cleaning data with Python. I'm guessing this might be a little bit of pandas and whatnot. We'll see. pd.melt, interesting. I'm not super familiar with the melt function, but let's see if we can kind of piece it together. I don't think this was covered ever in my pandas tutorial, so another good function to know, it looks like. So we have two columns, and it's basically separating them and making them their own row in the new thing. This is going to be either values or columns here. I think it probably would be like something like values. I would say with any of this type of stuff, you can decide how you want to take this assessment. But for me, I feel like what you really want to be able to do is leverage documentation and stuff and be able to piece it together. If you're really an expert, you could just do it off of memory. But I'm totally comfortable doing something like, pandas melt function, seeing how it works, and then adjusting based on, so, okay, it's going to be either value vars or variable name, value name. I think it's going to be value vars because it can be a list. Yeah, so value vars. And I guess you only have limited time, so you have to be able to read the documentation quickly, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable about that. Submit answer. Next question. Okay, consider the dataset contained in data.txt below. Load the file as a single data type object using NumPy. So this first one is definitely the delimiter. So that's a good thing to know about with loading data from files. I often use pandas, but you can do, a lot of pandas is based off of NumPy. This is tab delimited. Another common format you'll see is comma separated values, so comma delimited. That's why it's called a CSV. So this will be the delimiter. And then I'm guessing this is going to be like data type equals int. I might just double check this functionality too. NumPy load text. So delimiter, yep. And then where's there a data type? Yep, data type, perfect. So this should be good. Submit answer. Go next question. All right, read Excel, fun times. Okay, so we want to specifically get, this is weird. There's train ID, stop sequence. I'm guessing this is just columns. And because the Excel file has these columns, it knows to automatically format that. My lights. I could check the read Excel too. Pandas read Excel. Columns, columns, columns. There must be a columns or header. Maybe there's a header. Maybe it's header. Let's see if header can be a list. Don't want to run out of time. Oh, wow, it's called names. So names equals this, submit, next question, print s dot, what is this doing? S dot, there's no even column here. This is weird. I'm so confused by what it's trying to output. Oh, it's a series. Series dot, I'm guessing it's series dot string to get the string functionality on the series, and then dot contains D. That's my hunch here. Might be a little bit off of formatting, but the logic I think is pretty sound here. Go ahead and submit that. Extract an abstract from the food consumption XLSX Excel file is shown below. Okay. So we need to read an Excel file first. That's fine. This Excel file is called food file because we've already saved the value in a variable. You could also probably just type in that string value, but it makes more sense to reuse that variable in case our Excel file changes. And then this is the same as what we saw earlier. Now it's just passing the names. Again, just as long as you know the logic's the same, I think it's fine if you have to look up the documentation, because programming is not a matter of memorizing all of the syntax. It's a matter of getting down the logic and going from there. You know, you can re-look up things as needed. I'm pretty comfortable with that. Submit. The wine data has been imported for us. Thank you, Datacamp. You want to perform some analysis of this data, but have established that wines with no price are not of importance and should be removed from the data. Remove rows where there are missing values only in the price column. Okay, so we're going to do a not NA on, I think, the price column, but I need to check how the syntax is of the not NA function. Pandas syntax. I don't know if this is the best. Oh, maybe we have to do first grab a column with dot. Let's see. Can we pass in a column name to not NA? Let's see. Doesn't necessarily look like it. So I think that instead we could go ahead and do a dot loc and then filter by a not NA on specific columns. Oh God, we only have 18 seconds. Wine dot loc, wine dot price dot NA. Oh my God, submit. I don't know if we'll get that. Wow, we took a little too much time there. Here we go. The second sheet. So we got to read Excel, and the second sheet. So we wanted to pass in the file name, and then we're going to do sheet something. So let's see, read Excel, go back to the documentation. There should be a sheet something here. I know you can do sheet name. It looks like sheet name also passes in indexes. So number 1 is the second sheet. It starts at a 0 index, kind of like most things in Python. Sheet name. Oh, equals 1. I think that should be good. Next question. Consider the pandas data frame tennis below. Combine, some tennis superstars here. Combine the first name and last name columns into a single column name and add it to the data frame. Oh, they did a lot of work for us here, so I like that. First name dot I don't know if I know this. I think we can probably do like a dot join or dot concat. Would that work? Let's look up the concat. Again, I know the logic. I know when I concat or join, concat two columns pandas. Let's see. See, there's like different ways to do this. Interesting. You do .year.string.cat. We might run out of time on this one. .string.cat. We have a separator. What is the separator? Oh gosh. I'm going to just go with it. We might get this one wrong. I feel like I would use concat or something. I need just a little more time to double check that though. I would have probably plussed them together, honestly. Okay. Okay, well now we just need to fill in the blanks. We can do this. PD dot, what are we trying to do? This is a pivot table. Dot pivot. The values here. Oh, wow. This is interesting. The second one is definitely value vars. I think this is going to be ID vars. There's no country, like country is not specified here, so I feel like this must be ID vars. I'm kind of filling the blanks. I think this must be value vars. I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Don't have time to look at documentation here. Pivot tables very important to know about. They're very helpful in both Excel and Pandas land. All right, this looks like another pivot table. Pivot. This case, oh no, this is not a pivot table necessarily. This is potentially a melt or an unstack. I'm gonna look up unstack pandas real quick. Unstack pandas. Pandas melt. Okay, I think that it's a melt. PD melt. Can we do this quickly enough? Melt. Oh, wait, shoot. Is it PD melt? Oh, no. I feel like you can do it on stack or something here. Oh, God. What is it also called? Unroll? Unstack. I don't know. We're just going to... Oh, no. Can we pivot this? Like, the year gets kind of... I don't know. We broke this one. This one's wrong. Dang nabbit. This time limit is a little tricky. Oh man, I'm worried that the last one we saw like this was, I feel like this is the exact same one. .string.contains. True, false, true. I don't see anything else there. Oh gosh, date time. We already have date time imported from date time, so we don't need to do datetime.datetime. Then it's like hours equals 13, minutes equals 59, seconds equals 3, and then there's like month equals, it might be 1 because it's 0 index, day equals 29, year equals 2020. I think that this honestly works. I'm going to double check the date time, date creation Python. Is there docs somewhere? Hour, minute, second, good. Is there, we need a longer one. Year, month. Like we could do it this way, but I would rather just provide, yeah, okay, here we go. Year, month, day, hour, minute, second. I think we're good. Oh, hour. It's all, oh God. It was all, let's check. Yeah, it was all not plural. Jeez. I think we got it. That was close. I mean, again, knew the logic, but I didn't know that the keyword arguments were singular, not plural. Okay, we gotta just capitalize these bad boys. Print data dot string dot capitalize. Data dot string dot capitalize. I think that works. Capitalize method series pandas. Yeah, string dot capitalize. Look at that. And because it's already a series, we're good. We don't have to do like a, index by the name. We're almost there, almost here to the results. I feel like this is a nice thing about Python is like someone can work in Excel and you can work in Python. They like these like pivot tables. And one thing about this assessment is like there's different ways to do things in Python. So sometimes it's like, I feel like some can be tricky to see it one way when you're used to another. This seems like another melt. Melt is not something I use a ton, but it's actually very valuable doing things like this. I feel like on stack and stuff might be pretty similar. I'm gonna go with melt. ID vars in this case would be the store. Variable name. I think it's this because it's only defined in that column. And then the value name would be the column of sales. Yeah, sales. Submit answer. Change the data type of the column grade to an integer in pandas. Okay, so student, we want to change grade, so grade equals student grade. I wonder how they do the rounding here. Is it always, it's like the floor, it looks like. I'm wondering dot as type int should work. Or you could even surround it with probably int. I'm just wondering if there's like a dot floor and int cast combo, because I just don't know if it's going to round down. But it doesn't say anything about the output. Let's change float to int pandas. Yeah, as type. Oh, interesting. Maybe I have to do just int int instead of with quotations. I don't know if it will matter. I wish there was a little bit of syntax hiding, but me being picky. Let's try that. Okay, assessment complete. How did we do? I'm kind of nervous. There's no more questions, right? 96th percentile, we'll take it. Okay, we're gonna review our answers. We'll take it, we'll take it. Correct answer on 1, which was the melt one. Cool. Honestly, I feel like I need to review melt. Correct on 2. Correct on 3. I'm going to just keep going until we get them wrong. Oh, did we get all of these wrong? Holy moly. That's very bad. Started very strong. Incorrect answer. Oh, it was melt here. Yeah, it didn't seem like the classic pivot table. I got it definitely a little bit thrown off there. Oh, cool. We can actually see ChatGPT giving us some help here. That's cool. I like this functionality. What do we do here? Okay, this one, we just didn't type in the answer. We started it. This is cool. We can do some related exercises here too. So maybe I should do a related exercise real quick. Okay. Gotta get access to do this. Good to know. Okay, so it's good to know that there are related exercises to help us with this stuff. And a nice little editor here. I think this is all part of the same course. So with all these courses, I think you get the first chapter free, but we're probably in a later chapter, so we have to get access to do that stuff. But noted that there's all these related exercises over here on the right. Oh man, I'm bummed about it. We started so strong. What happened? I wonder if it dynamically updates. I'm not actually sure. Okay, contains. We got that one. That was very similar to like the first question we saw. Okay, this is frustrating. I think that we got this one right. Can I report an issue? This is just a different way to do it. I think that this would work. Can we not use named arguments? I think we can. I am on a mission to see if this is doable. Test from date time, import date time. And this is the type of thing that like you want to do when you are doing any sort of exercise. Like use it as a launching board to help test out things, to learn new concepts. I recently watched this cool video by Datacamp that was called like the 4 things it takes to become an expert. And the 4 things were, first, you need repetition. So a site like Datacamp is great in that regard, where you have tons of exercises you can do to really churn in that repetition. With the repetition, you need timely feedback. So you can't find out. It would be really brutal if that assessment didn't tell us we got right or wrong answers until like 4 years down the road or something like that. Like we get the feedback right away. So the timely feedback is important because the only way you know how to fix things and improve is if you see what you got right and what you got wrong, and then you can take the things that you got wrong and do more exercises on them to get better at those things. So timely feedback is important. Valid environment is important. So like the example in this Veritasium video was, if you're at a casino doing a roulette table, yeah, you're doing tons of repetitions, maybe losing a lot of money in the process, and you're getting timely feedback. But the environment of a roulette wheel is like completely chance. So it's like you can't get better at it by seeing the outcomes because it's not a valid environment. And then the 4th thing was getting outside your comfort zone. So I think one thing that I like about like the Datacamp platform, and I'll show this a little bit, but is like they have a bunch of projects and competitions on the platform in addition to the courses, the exercises. So probably like as you progress through the assessments courses, you can start doing the projects, and both the projects have like a guided section that you can really do step by step. And they also let you do them unguided. So like if you want to challenge yourself, try doing more unguided stuff. And that kind of can extend beyond Datacamp too, like trying projects on your own from a blank slate is like the ultimate outside your comfort zone. So those are the 4 things to become an expert. So I think that like in a lot of regards, because we have a lot of access to those types of things in the Datacamp platform, it is nice in that regard. But besides the point, I'm double checking that this way that we did this works here. And this, I don't know, it's yeah, like we got the same, oh my gosh. Okay, I think we would have gotten the right result if we put month equals 2 here. I put month equals 1. So yeah, I guess I did actually get this wrong. It's not Datacamp's fault in this regard. I think it would have given me the same result. I should have double checked that month category. It makes sense that it's not 0 indexed. Nothing else is 0 indexed here. Okay. That checks out. I don't even need to check this. Glad we relooked at that. This expected output, your output is helpful here. Okay. Is there not a, oh my, what am I thinking? Capitalize? Capitalize only uppercase is the first letter. It's like the proper English capitalization, and upper makes everything. I just brain farted there. Okay, what do we do here? Okay, this column, okay, we don't pass it in as a list. We pass it in as what we want the variable name to be there. It seems like all of my mistakes are on this melt, basically. And what happened here? It did want, that's so frustrating. I should have known. Oh my gosh. We didn't put a quote right here. Like, very silly mistakes. Man, that's frustrating. But still, 96 percentile or something. So I'm happy with that. I think the only thing I would have liked to see here is if I just had some code highlighting, because I would have caught some of these syntaxy things very quickly, I think, if I saw that in my assessment. Okay, good assessment. Or we could do practice. I wonder if I looked up like melt. Well, it's nice to know that I could have very easily gotten a melt info from that course. Yeah, I believe all of these courses are free for the first chapter, and then you can pay a monthly fee for the rest of the access. I'm trying to think. So yeah, what I was mentioning about the projects, there's the real world projects, and this history of Lego one we did a video on previously on the channel. And you can either do it guided or unguided. And that's kind of cool. So like maybe try one of these or two of these guided, and then try, you know, the next one unguided. There's also competitions here, which I think would be a cool concept for a video. You got some prizes sometimes in some of these. This one's got a 25 gift card. Oh, I like this. This looks cool. $500 gift card. Enhance your brand using YouTube. Identify the most effective YouTube videos to promote your client's brands. Forget simple metrics like views or likes. Your job is to dive deep and discover who really connects with audiences through innovative content and analysis. Cool, cool, cool. I wonder if we can see the top winners, the entries. Yeah. We can see prizes. So this one's using R instead of Python. We got even a dashboard here. I'm going to check out the dashboard. Subtle, shameless plug. I did do a Shiny for Python tutorial, so if you want to be able to build dashboards like this one was using R, but there's also a Python version of Shiny, so I do have a video of that on my channel as well. Linked, I never know which side, right here. Except I might be a little box right now in this corner of the screen, so me pointing here, I really need to extend my hands up through the screen and point there. We'll see if we can fancy edit that. I really wish that this dashboard loaded. Dang. Oh, yes, we got it. It's just pretty, dang, this is pretty intense. This is cool. Wow. Right. This is cool. Maybe I should leverage not only the dashboard, but also use to effectively promote new e-learning platforms for data and AI skills. I have a curated list of 3 highly recommended YouTube videos. Key selection criteria, video views, likes, comment count, comment sentiment, and relevance. Yeah, I think relevance is super important here because it doesn't make sense. You might have a Justin Bieber music video be the top YouTube video by views and likes and all of that. But if you're trying to promote a programming product or something like that, it might not be the Justin Bieber crowd. So relevance is key here too. Yeah, and you see a lot of music being really popular here with views and likes. This is all within their data set, so it's not like this is like global. I don't know, it's just whatever the data set is. I'm trying to think, where's the data set? Somewhere in here. I'd have to go back to get the actual data set. But the data is still there. You could do this project. Music videos emerged as the top 10 most viewed videos. That makes sense. Oh, that's cool. This is sorted by industry. I wonder how they did that exactly. Oh, maybe it's in the data. Yeah, it's in the data set. This is cool. I'm not going to go through all of it, but I'll link this Datacamp submission to it. Ooh, we got a little TF-IDF I saw, I think, somewhere. Was that for, I thought I saw TF-IDF. Term frequency inverse document frequency is what TF-IDF means. It's a good way to evaluate the importance of a word in comments. It basically, because words like the would get weighted really high because the is appearing in a lot. So leveraging this TF-IDF weighting mechanism allows you to get words like laugh and people, etc., more than the filler words and kind of the common words like and the, etc. So go through all this cool stuff, but that is the Datacamp platform. I'm trying to think if there's one last thing I wanted to share. I guess the one last thing that's worth knowing about, you really just want to find a way to stick to, consistent practice. You want to do something every day. For some people, I feel like having the end goal of being able to get a certification on a site like Datacamp is a great way to kind of stay disciplined. So it is worth mentioning that on the platform here, we have a bunch of different career and technology certifications that you can pursue, so you kind of have an end goal to work towards. So definitely worth checking out too. Jobs portal as well. So a lot of good stuff here. This was fun. The assessments are kind of stressful, but I enjoyed doing them. I'm going to work on pandas.melt and pivot tables, I guess, a bit more on my own. I mean, tons of assessments here to practice and play with. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Hopefully you enjoy the platform. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, a like would mean a lot to me. And subscribe if you haven't. More videos coming very soon. Let me know what you want to see. I want to make as many videos as possible, but I don't always know what to make. So that's where you guys all come in. This has been fun. Thank you to Datacamp for sponsoring this video. A lot of fun stuff on the platform. Make sure to check the link in the top of the description. But I think that's all we have here. So until next time, everyone, peace out.